You helped us understand a little bit about how you feel.
Am a kid
Living
living with
Mm-hmm.
with can and
Sir.
cancer. It wasn't my fault.
No,
It really wasn't my fault.
it was not. Not at all.
It was cancer's fault.
Maddox was diagnosed with leukemia on October 21st, 2015. We found out it was ALL. We cheered, and it was a room full of family and friends, and Maddox in the hospital bed, and we all hugged and said, "Thank you, God," and we laughed, and then we cried because we were talking about cancer still.
Jillian was diagnosed 2 days before Christmas, 2011. We learned the details kind of slowly over the next day of what type of cancer she had, which was acute lymphoblastic leukemia, ALL. They told us when she was diagnosed that her body was 86% leukemic cells, and that had she not been brought in that day, she would have been gone Christmas morning. Jillian endured over 800 days of active chemo, so over 2.5 years. And then in August of 2012, they're not certain if the methotrexate caused the seizures or the brain damage, but one caused the other. So seizures caused brain damage, or brain damage caused seizures, and then that whole journey began with having epilepsy on top of dealing with all of the things that came along with just the treatment and the cancer itself.
Maddox today is in maintenance, and he's been in maintenance since last July of 2016, and he will ring the bell and be finished with treatment on January 15th, 2019.
Cancer-wise, she's great. She's been in remission. By the time Jillian's almost 12, she'll be considered cured. As a family, I don't think we could have learned the lessons we learned over those years with being together and, having to count on each other, and the other kids kind of really stepping up when they needed to and when they had to. We like to do work with the organizations like the LLS because I think for Jillian it helps her share her story and how it's affected her and her family, but especially the research, the money that goes into the research that's done, because I know there's things that are being done to where, kids won't have to go through the longevity of the treatment like Jillian did, and, may not have the effects of chemo like Jillian's had.
We have leaned on the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society a lot over the past year, and they not only supported our family and supported Maddox's journey, they allowed us an avenue or a path to bring purpose to our lives in a way that we felt 2 years ago when he was diagnosed. We felt that there was some sort of calling, and we weren't able to find that in the pain, but LLS has given us that purpose.
So I went through a lot, that's for sure.
Yes, you did.
And I did went through a lot, because if I wasn't here today,
Tell him all
I would not be alive. Thank you for all the work you done.
that. Good job, Jilly.